Peça para o Senhor fazer um milagre na sua vida, porque hoje a salvação entra na sua casa. Como Zaqueu, eu quero subir o mais alto que eu puder, só pra te ver, olhar para ti e chamar sua atenção para mim. Eu preciso de ti, Senhor. Quantos precisam do Senhor? Eu preciso de ti, ó Pai. Sou pequeno demais, me dá a tua paz. Largo tudo pra te seguir. Entra na minha casa, entra na minha casa, entra na minha vida, mexe com minha estrutura, sara todas as feridas, me ensina a ter santidade. Quero amar somente a ti, porque o Senhor é o meu bem maior. Faz um milagre em mim.
So basically, he stayed in life with orders. When he came back to the camp, they God duty asked for a passport.
Como Zaqueu, quero subir o mais alto que eu puder, só pra te ver, olhar para ti e chamar sua atenção para mim. Eu preciso de ti, Senhor. Eu preciso de ti, ó Pai. Sou pequeno demais, me dá a tua paz. Largo tudo pra te seguir. Entra na minha casa, entra na minha vida, mexe com minha estrutura, sara todas as feridas, me ensina a ter santidade. Quero amar somente a ti, porque o Senhor é o meu bem maior. Faz um milagre em mim. Entra na minha casa, entra na minha vida, mexe com minha estrutura, sara todas as feridas, me ensina a ter santidade. Quero amar somente a ti, porque o Senhor é o meu bem maior. Faz um milagre em mim. Entra na minha vida, mexe com minha estrutura, sara todas as feridas, me ensina a ter santidade. Quero amar somente a ti, porque o Senhor é o meu bem maior. Entra na minha casa, entra na minha vida, mexe com minha estrutura, sara todas as feridas, me ensina a ter santidade. Quero amar somente a ti, porque o Senhor é o meu bem maior. Faz um milagre em mim.
Look at the model over there. And then meet us up there. Okay, I'm starting my guiding, okay? When we talk about Metzadah, we'll have to understand when did it start really. In the second day, if I'm not mistaken, again, I told you that the eastern border of Israel was always problematic. Most of the enemies came from the eastern side, yeah? So around the eastern border, they built fortresses and towers. When I talk about Metzadah, I'll talk about the Maccabee time, yeah? About 200 years before Christ. This one was one of their fortresses over here, yeah? On the top of this mountain. Now, the entrance to this mountain, this part of the mountain, was either from the east, the snake path that we see here, or from the west. Yeah, there's it's not so slopey over there, not so steep. But we don't have any ruins from the time of the Hashmonite. Yeah, what we do have is ruins, remainders from 200 years after, from the time of Jesus. Yeah, and this was the fortress, the stronghold of Herod the Great. Herod the Great, we saw what he could build in Caesarea. We saw his imagination, and here he built something even more magnificent, I think. Yeah, he was very paranoid. He thought people were running after his throne, trying to take him off his kingdom. But and that's why he built fortresses all around Israel. He built in Caesarea, all around. This was one of them. Yeah, build it for a rainy day. In the time of danger, he'll come here and be secure. Although, from what we know, Herod only visited this site 2 or 3 times. Yeah, there was a commander-in-chief here who organized this area, and he lived here. We're gonna see his house soon enough. On this tour, I'm gonna talk about 2 periods: in the time of Herod, and 70 years after, more or less. 74 years after, the time of the Great Revolt in the year 74. Yeah, this was the time that the Jews were refugees. After the destruction of the temple, they found their home, a few of them, yeah, about 1,000 people, that's what's written, over here in Metzadah, and they were waiting. They were waiting for the Romans to come here. You probably heard about the story beforehand and in the movie, but we're gonna actually see the sites where everything occurred over here. So I'm talking about the time of Jesus and a few years after, at the last stronghold of the Great Revolt. Any questions before we start our tour? Let's go.
Oh Jesus, Tu és maravilhoso. Hoje o Senhor vai escrever com o sangue de Jesus o Teu milagre, creia nisso. Eu preciso de um milagre, Senhor, mas não posso desistir de lutar. Hoje creio que o Senhor vai escrever com o sangue de Jesus o meu milagre terei. Eu creio em Ti, Senhor. Cante comigo. Hoje eu vou chamar Jesus maravilhoso. Hoje eu vou chamar Jesus maravilhoso. Hoje eu vou chamar Jesus maravilhoso, maravilhoso, maravilhoso. Cante mais uma vez. Hoje eu vou chamar Jesus maravilhoso.